morning. Happy Victory Monday, right in the face of the Green Bay Packers. That's right, a little bit of Green Bay tears to start off your Monday, right? Because we coming. You ain't getting by the Seahawks, but actually, no. I do want Green Bay to beat the Seahawks because I want the NFC title game in Lambeau just to snatch the life out of them for the right to go to the Super Bowl. We're going to Miami. But first, getting ahead of ourselves. Vikings open up as 7-point underdogs as it's set to take on the 1 seed Niners Saturday afternoon in San Francisco, but really like 50 miles away in Santa Clara. Like, it's basically San Jose. We're playing in San Jose. It's almost Sacramento. You know what I mean? It's like having your team playing Rochester and calling them the Minneapolis Lakers. Great. Yeah, but can the Vikings shock the world twice in a row? I mean, you know what I think. The eternal optimist, Optimus Prime, to a degree, even though I wanted to trade Zimmer to Dallas for a 1. Now, if Jared Jones upset offer to 3 1s, I mean, we'll think about it. But let's roll through the numbers here with the Niners. First off, the Vikings and the Niners are eerily similar, where they got great defenses. Well, Vikings defense was, but great running games, great receiving cores and tight ends. And plus, you have a quarterback who you paid a lot of money for, but you're still not sure if you can trust them. Even though Kirk Cousins, being the hero at the end of that game, dropping those dimes against the Saints, you're still like, I don't know. I'm like, I'm in. I'm more in than I was before, but I still don't know. Downside, the Niners have only had one boner game this year. The Week 15 home loss against the lowly Atlanta Falcons, 29-22, which kept the division and also their 1 seed in question up until Week 17 when they finally beat the Seahawks yet again. But the Vikings have a couple more boners on their record, but what can you do? But also the storylines with the Vikings and the Niners Venn diagram is interesting, where you have Niners head coach, 13-year-old boy Kyle Shanahan. He got to start under Gary Kubiak as an assistant and then eventually offensive coordinator with the Texans from 2006 to 2009 when Kubiak was in charge down there, making Arian Foster a borderline Hall of Famer. The outside zone scheme of Rick Dennison. Good things happening down in Houston. And then Kyle Shanahan, when he followed his daddy to Washington, and then Mike was in charge there. And he was the first offensive coordinator that Kirk Cousins had in the NFL from 2012 and 2013. And then Kyle was the one who lobbied for Washington to draft Cousins in the 4th round, which was their second pick after they traded up everything, after they traded up everything to get RG3 number 2 overall in 2012. So just imagine that. You sold the farm to draft your franchise quarterback, and then 2 picks later, you're somehow sold to draft this backup quarterback from Michigan State. And it got through, and it worked out. And it turned out Cousins is the better quarterback. Even though, it's weird. RG3, number 2 overall pick that year, still in the league. Andrew Luck retired. But. So those who it's going to be the he knows that I know that I know that he knows that he knows that I know and I know stuff. Because Kubiak is obviously going to relay a lot of the information of Kyle Shanahan, how he thinks about things, his tendencies, to Zimmer and George Edwards and that defense. And it's going to be interesting. Then, of course, Kyle Shanahan's going to relay information to his defense coordinator, Robert Saleh, who's going to be a head coach very soon in this league, about Kirk Cousins, and also what Gary Kubiak's tendencies are. He's like, all right, so this guy, Kirk Cousins, he doesn't like to get hit. There you go. So how do the Vikings beat this team? It's going to be tough. I mean, the defense is going to have to be on point yet again. Unfortunately, the Vikings defense, Zimmer, the defensive guru, as he's wont to be, it has been starting to get it together towards the end of the season. They had a great performance against Green Bay. Just ran out of gas as the offense was inert. And then they had that great game down in New Orleans where Drew Brees was the 4th best quarterback in that game. It goes Kirk Cousins, Taysom Hill, or maybe even Taysom Hill, Kirk Cousins, Teddy Bridgewater, who didn't play, and then Breeze. Shut him down. But then the Niners, their offense, running game number 2 in the league, spearheaded by the 3-headed monster of Mostert, preseason superstar Raheem Mostert, by the way. Tevin Coleman and also Matt Breida, depending on the health of those last 2. I mean, they're going to be legit. It's going to be tough to deal with. George Kittle is obviously the best tight end in the NFL. Deebo Samuel, as well as Emmanuel Sanders, will make you pay on the outside as well. And then Jimmy G is weird to me, where he is a lot like Kirk Cousins, where he needs things to be near perfect around him. And if you can do that, you can get things done. I mean, the Niners went 13-3 this year. But you're not sure if you can completely trust him. And if you can get to him, you have a shot. Niners offensive line is solid, but has had some injuries throughout the season. And I think Everson, Daniil, and company can get it done up front yet again. Defensively, I mean, they're a hell of a unit. Nick Bosa, even as a rookie, is an all-pro. Richard Sherman is back to form, which is kind of annoying. Actually, no, sorry. Nick Bosa isn't technically an all-pro, but he is playing at an all-pro level. He and his Durrani brother will be perennially all-pros for many years to come. Buckner and Armstead, I believe, are massively underrated. So the defensive line is a terror, as well as Fred Warner in the middle is the best linebacker in the NFL you've never heard of. Like, we talk about how underrated Eric Kendricks is and the disrespect that Kendricks gets from the national media. Fred Warner's got that same argument as well, as Niners fans know how good he is. So it's going to be tough. Vikings are going to need a near-perfect game a la New Orleans and a little bit of puck luck, but I believe, and this team believes, and frankly, they're playing with house money at this point. And you can tell that there is a swagger back in this locker room. They believe in each other, and also they're very aware that they can't have the emotional hangover like they did after the Minneapolis Miracle and then turning in 38-7, that clunker in Philadelphia. So are the Vikings really going to go all 1987 on the bet? I mean, the wild card win in NOLA, check. Beat the 1 seed Niners, check. And then let's get a different ending because Washington ain't walking through that door. They're going to be in the NFC title game. Is it going to be Green Bay? Is it going to be Seattle? Is it going to be whatever? And then the Vikings head down to Miami. We're going to Miami. And then take care of business against the Ravens. Let's go. One time. But yeah, this is our circle. We always talk up an opponent, and then by the end of the week, we're Ric Flair trash talking them, which would be great. By the way, the Vikings are 1-0 under Vic Flair. So you can bet your ass that there's going to be another one coming up this week. Woo! What was your thoughts? Can the Vikings beat the Niners? Let us know in the comment section below. Also, subscribe for daily Vikings takes. If you want to support the work, pull us up on the Venmo. Plus, give us a follow on social media as well. But the next time, Skol, production value.